Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the Gus here in Waupun, Wisconsin, as we get ready for some non-conference baseball action tonight between the Waupun Warriors and the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights. Here on Monday Night Baseball, teams were able to pick this up. Waupun was able to pick this up after they ran into some cancellation issues during the DeBoer Diamond Classic and quickly scrambled around, and thanks to Oshkosh Lourdes for jumping on and coming over here and playing here in Waupun on such short notice, but they were able to get it scheduled, and they've got officials that are coming here, and everything should be ready to roll. Let's talk about the Waupun Warriors defense real quick. On the mound tonight is going to be Evan Sauer. Behind the plate will be Hunter Camp. Over at first base, Jake Krieger. At second base, it's going to be Landon Richter. At short, Bryant Ferris. And at third, first pitch. This next pitch is going to be thrown down. I believe I thought I had this correct. I think that the Waupun Warriors are 8-6 so far on the season. And I think I heard Scotty Van Galen, who helps me get things set up out here when I'm doing this by myself. So a huge shout out to thank you again to Scotty for getting me set up here. And I believe that Oshkosh Lourdes is 10-3 so far on the season. So we're getting ready for the first pitch here in this contest. Number 2, Dominic Kane. He'll also be the starting pitcher here for Oshkosh Lourdes. Once again, I believe listening, overhearing what Scotty was talking about earlier as he talked to the Lourdes coach, and he mentioned that they were started out 10-0, and then they've dropped their last 3, 2-. Nice bunt there, laid down. That should roll foul. And it does. Good play over there by Dane Stelsel. Let that go foul. 50 degrees here at 4:49 on that first pitch. Kane laying down a bunt. Just rolling foul. Looked like it was a pretty good bunt otherwise. If it would have stayed in fair territory. Here's the next pitch on the outside bloop, and that's going to be called there by Ferris, and he's going to get the first out here for the Warriors. Pop fly to the shortstop. Brings up number 21, Eli Humistan, the third baseman for Oshkosh. A co-op program with Valley Christian. Right on the outside edge there for a strike. Good pitch there by Evan Sauer to get ahead right away in the count. 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Sauer, nice breaking ball there. Hung just a little bit. It had a nice dance on it, but just hung a little high. 1-1 to Humiston. That one right down the middle, but just again high. 2-1. Warriors got 3 games this week. That one's also a little bit high. Falling off just a little bit off to the follow on the side of the mound. It's getting that follow through, coming down and pull it. That's better. Ooh. A little bit low on that time, so he's going to end up getting the walk. Much better technique there that time by Sauer. Pulled it just a little bit low. Brings up number 22, Marshall Cook, catcher for the Knights. Taking off. Swing. Firing down his Camp. Looks like he's got it. Nice throw there by Camp to get the throw out at second. 2-4 on that put out. Caught stealing. Nice throw there by Camp. 0-1 is the count with 2 down. On the outside edge, that's going to be a hopper over to Stelsel. Stelsel kicks it up, charges, fires. Krieger with a stretch, holds on and gets the out. Sorry about that view. I didn't have it there, but nice play there by Krieger to stretch and get that third out. And a nice play also by Stelsel, stepping up, getting the third out. So 3 up, 3 down for Oshkosh Lourdes. After 1 half complete here, the Waupun Warriors and Lourdes tied at 0-0. 9 pitches by Sauer. Good, efficient inning, throwing strikes, trusting his defense. His defense did a good job of helping him out there. We'll be back here for the bottom of the first. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live streams. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We'll be back for the bottom of the first. Welcome back here to the Gus as we get ready for the Waupun Warriors to step up. Leading off for the Warriors is going to be number 12, Mason Holtz. Mason is playing out in center. Up second for the Warriors will be number 24, Conrad Davis. He's playing left. And then Evan Sauer will be in the third spot. He's pitching tonight wearing number 11. Here comes the throw down by Kane. Behind the plate again for the catching is number 22, Marshall Cook. See if I can pay attention here to flip the camera when I need to. Check that third base camera as well. Try to get more cameras set up. Upper right-hand corner's got your scoreboard. Here we go. First pitch coming into Mason. Right down the middle for a strike. Takes a look. See if I can pull up some stats here a little bit later. See where Mason is sitting here. Inside, 1-1. Two is the count here to Mason. Right down the middle, drills that one into the ground. The pitcher Cook's going to go over and feel it, pitch it, and gets it over to the first baseman for the first out.
Grounds and pitcher for the first out brings up left fielder Conrad Davis. Sauer on there.
Good job there by Kane getting it over to Stelzer over at first base. Brings up number 24, Conrad Davis, playing left field for the Warriors tonight. With one down. Here's the first pitch. Nice pitch there. It had a little bit of a tail. Came right across the plate. 0-1. Little bit low. 1-1 is the count now to Davis. On the outside edge. I think Conrad thought that might be a little bit low. 1-2 with one down. I like the big strike zone. I've talked about that before. I'd rather have these guys swinging the bat rather than sitting up there looking for the walk. 2-2 is the count. Plus, I think it helps out your pitchers, especially when you got such a tight pitch count here, and you got Warriors with 3 games this week. Inside, Conrad golfs that one right back to Cook. Cook fires it again over to Kane fires it over to Stelzer and gets the out. Once again, I got to get used to the flipping of the cameras, so trying to keep track of doing all of the scoring and the play-by-play. First pitch to Evan Sauers on the outside. 1-0 with 2 down. Here's the next pitch. Nice breaking ball there. Comes in again. 1-1. Two Warriors up, 2 down so far here. Sauer gets on the end of the bat there. May have pushed it over the head of the right fielder. Does. That's going to give Sauer a chance to get on his horse and run. He's going to second. He's going to turn and see what the arm is coming from the second baseman. Coming in all the way over to third. Standing up for a triple there by Evan Sauer to get things rolling here for the Warriors.
2-out triple for Sauer brings up third baseman Dane Stelzer.
We'll leave it sit here on the home plate view for a little bit since I can't remember to switch it back and forth right now. Sorry about missing that. It was hard hit over to the right side. Carried over the right fielder's head. Gave Sauer a chance to get rolling. Hard hit there. That's going to blop in there for a Texas leaguer again, and that's going to score the first run by Stelzel, getting the RBI. Nice base hit there by Dane Stelzel. Warriors up 1-0 now here. Brings up the freshman, number 9, Jake Krieger. Couple of freshmen actually here in the lineup. Here's the pitch. Right on that inside edge. He's got good control of his breaking ball here from what I'm seeing from Kane. 0-1 is the count, 2 down. Stelzel pretty tight to that bag. Not that Dane would be taking off stealing anyways, but make the pitcher think about it a little bit. 1-1. Here's the pitch. On the outside with a breaking ball. 1-2. Jake plays first base. Here's the next pitch. On the outside edge, 2-2. Brings up those deuces are wild on that scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the delivery by Kane. On the outside, hit into the ground. Krieger can get there quickly. Good arm throw over there by the first baseman to field that to get the out. All 3 outs, there's a 1-3, so the pitcher fields 3 of them from his position, gets 3. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left on. 19 pitches by Kane. And the Waupun Warriors with a 1-0 lead after 1. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back here for the top of the second. Warriors with a 1-0 lead over Oshkosh second inning. I never thought about looking at with sports. That should do it if I check it there. Hunter Stelzer is the first batter here in the second inning for Oshkosh Lourdes. Adam Arnoldson. Two one is the count. Thought they typically used baseball. Let's see if I can find that. Fouls that one off. 3-2 is the count. I don't know. I can't remember actually what they're mandatory to use and what they're not. So we'll see if we can find that information. And draw on the walk, Stelzer. So a first base runner here for Oshkosh. Adam Arnoldson. Number 13. So what we got here, Scotty, for conference, it shows that KML was 6-0, Rippon's 5-3, Kewaskum's 4-2, Wapon's 3-2, and Plymouth is 2-4. See who Plymouth played here. See if we can get their schedule up. 0-2. They're 3-6 overall. Is Plymouth? I forgot all about that. I can check all this stuff out here. Hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Nice job there by Arnoldson. Nope, Arnoldson. Arnoldson. That's how it was. Phew. Runners at first and second now. Isaiah Humiston. So in conference, they lost twice to Kewaskum. Plymouth did. They lost twice to KML. I don't know. Is Winneconne in the conference? Yeah, they got 2 wins with Winneconne, 12-5 and 6-1. Here's the next pitch. On the outside edge there for Sauer, 1-2. 1-1. Nobody out here for the Knights. Little bit inside. Two and one is the count here. Sauer fires just a little bit on the inside again. 3-1. On the outside edge. Brings it back to a full count. The shortstop, Humiston, right down the middle, is ahead of him. Be nice here to get a big strikeout for Evan. Right up the middle. Here's a chance for a double play. Flipping it, getting it over. Fire hard. Nice job there by the Waupun Warriors. Flipping that for a double play. Getting 2 right there. Moves the runner over to third base as Stelzer, but he races those two, the other 2 runners. Strike there on that first pitch. Good play there by Ferris. Here's the next pitch. Right down the middle again, press number 7. Oops, sorry about that. Michael Roberts. Comes the next pitch. On the outside edge, Roberts gets a piece of it. See if Evan will come back now with a breaker. Here's the next pitch. Right down the middle. Foul again. Runner over at third base. 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit high. 1-2. Here's the next pitch. Right down the middle. Fouls that one off. Roberts making Sauer work for it. 1-2 is the count. Nice pitch there on that breaker. Gets him chasing on the outside. Gets the strikeout swinging for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. 1-0 is the score. The Waupun Warriors after 1.5 over the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights. Here from the Gus in Waupun. We'll be back for the bottom of the second where the Waupun Warriors will come back up with Blake Coker, Brian Ferris, and Landon Richter. Welcome back here to the Gus in Waupun as the Waupun Warriors come up here for the bottom of the second inning. Blake Coker up to bat for the Warriors, just a freshman, playing in right field. Nice job there to sit back on it, drill that one right up the center. We were just talking about sit on that curveball. He sat right there, first pitch curveball, drills it right up the center, gets a base hit for Coker. Brian Ferris. Is Ferris a sophomore, I think? Is he a freshman also? I think he's a freshman too, isn't he? Yeah. Wild pitch allows Coker to get in. Move over to second base. Ferris 1-0. So 3 freshmen in the lineup, back here for the Warriors. Talked about this earlier. They're a very young team, 2-0. We're going to make that back because Landon Richter's up next. He's also a freshman, so 4 freshmen in the starting lineup for Coach Stanky. Ferris with a nice cut there. Makes the count 2-1. Blake Coker sitting over at second base. Here comes the pitch from Kane. Hard hit right over in the gap between short and third. Coker's going to take off, see if he can score. Hard throw, good throw there, but he's in safe as the catcher had to come up the line. And a good job running the bases there by Coker to score on that base hit. Advancing then on the throw. Brings up another freshman, Landon Richter, for the Waupun Warriors. So you had Jake Krieger, who ended the last inning. Coker, Ferris, and Richter, all freshmen here in the starting lineup for the Warriors. I had 2-0 so far. Back on the throw over towards second. Richter playing second base here for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. Squared around to bunt. Makes the count 1-0. Just to the outside. Here's the next pitch coming here from Kane. Throws it back. Ooh, almost had a good pickoff move there. Fair's doing a good job of being distracting out there. Inside, pops that up. That might be caught by the catcher. No, dropped. Foul ball. It's a count 1-1. Dropping that bat head just a little bit, but again, just a freshman out there. Kind of surprised, though, with Ferris over at second that he's having him bunt here with nobody out. Unless I suppose he's trying to count that third baseman's going to stay back, but the pitcher has fielded everything and had been able to get the throw over there. Yeah, it's got it. I can't see the third baseman from here. And he wouldn't be anyway, so putting a lot of pressure on the catcher. That makes sense. 1-2 is the count, though. Nobody out. Here's the next pitch. Fouls it off the end of the bat. Defensive swing there as he saw it coming in as a strike. Making Kane do some work here in this second inning. On the outside, nice eye there by Landon. 2-2. And Brian Ferris is doing a nice job there of keeping him occupied over at second base. Takes time out. Good job there. Smart job there by Landon to step out after the pitcher was sitting there waiting for a little bit. Resetting here. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Fouls that one off the end of the bat. Good job battling. Kane has been pretty effective with his breaking ball. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. And it looks like that line is wide open there, too, with the right fielder playing a little shallow. Getting it now, the second baseman grabs a hold of it. Good play there by the second baseman. Fly out for the first out. Brings up number 4, Hunter Camp. Junior here for the Waupun Warriors. Kane is really preoccupied there with a runner over there at second. So Ferris is doing a good job there, keeping him busy and dancing. Shortstop coming back over. Breaking ball, high. 1-0 to Camp. Only one out. Here for the Warriors in the bottom of the second. Already scored one run. Right on the outside edge for a strike. 1-1. Brian Ferris over there at second base for the Warriors. Nice breaking ball comes in there, gets that strike 1-2. Looked like he was sitting on it too, ready for it, but just wasn't able to pull the trigger. Wasn't sure if it was going to break enough. One down. Stepping off of the mound. Pitcher's asking for help from the catcher. I'm not sure. He's looking for a strike him out, throw him out. I'm not sure what he's trying to get him to do. 1-2. Here's the count coming back to Hunter Camp, catcher for the Waupun Warriors. Gets him swinging on that one. Two outs now for the top of the order for the Warriors. Mason Holtz is coming up. Holtz grounded out to the pitcher the first time up at bat in the first inning. That one's going to get past. Was able to hold the bat. Runner advances over to third now with a 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch to Mason. Hit hard to the second baseman. Fields it on the hop, fires it over to first to gets the out, and the Waupun Warriors go down with 2 hits, 1 run, 1 left on, and the Waupun Warriors with a 2-0 lead over the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights. Here from the Gus in Waupun, you're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back here for the top of the third. Warriors up 2-0 over the Knights. Number 11, Isaac Coles, comes up to bat for the Lourdes Knights and pops up in a bunt to the pitcher. Brings up Josiah Lehman. Right down the middle there for Evan to get that first strike. Another one. Lehman just a little bit late on that pitch. Fouls it off to the right-hand side. Nice breaking ball on the outside edge. Gets him looking for that second out of the inning. Brings up for the Knights, the top of the order pitcher, number 2, Dominic Kane. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, hammered out to center, going back on it. Mason holds, makes the read, gets the out on the carry there.
Flies out deep to center to retire the side in the inning for the Knights. No runs, no hits, nobody left.
No runs, no hits, nobody left on, no errors. 6 pitches. 59 through 3. Good job there. Evan's been super efficient tonight. Only 39 pitches here. I was talking with Scotty earlier, thinking that coach is going to hold him to 75 so that he can pitch again against Plymouth on Thursday. And with an outing like this, that certainly should be pretty reachable for Evan to get us into at least into the 6th inning for sure. So after 2.5, the Waupun Warriors with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back here for the bottom of the third. Top of the third inning here for the Waupun Warriors. Leading us off, number 24, Conrad Davis, left fielder for the Warriors. Hit a grounder to the pitcher in the first inning. One and 0 is the count. Pops that one up on the bunt. Goes foul. 1-1. To Conrad Davis. Swings at that one. Pulled his head a little bit there. Shakes his head. He knows that he didn't make a good cut at that. 1-2. Not much of a win tonight. That's a good thing here. 2-2 is the count. Warriors up 2-0 here. The bottom of the third inning. That breaking ball didn't come down. Makes it a full count to Conrad Davis. Here's the pitch coming in from Kane. Kane delivers high, and Conrad Davis is going to draw a walk to get the base runner on for the Warriors. Brings up the pitcher for the Waupun Warriors, number 11, Sauer. First pitch coming in here to Sauer. Fouls that one off to the right-hand side. Had a good look at it. Davis. Decent lead over there at first base. Takes off. Ball gets dropped. Davis gets in there for the stolen base. Runner in scoring position again here for the Waupun Warriors. Continuing just to chip away. Here's a chance for them to have a breakout inning, though. Breaking ball didn't come down quite as much as it had previously for Kane. 2-1 is the count. Kane's up to 45 pitches so far here. Here's the next pitch. That one's going to come in for a strike on that curveball. 2-2 is the count to Evan Sauer. Evan had a triple in his first at-bat. Throwing back over to second. Misses a second baseman. That's going to get Davis over to third. Now he's really in scoring position. Any contact whatsoever, it's going to allow Evan Sauer to get an RBI here. Two still is the count to Evan. Comes the next pitch. Down the middle, hammer down to the third base side. Fields it. He's got Davis caught in a rundown. Catcher over to the shortstop. Allows Sauer to advance over to second. Waiting. Gets tagged as he goes out of baseline. Sauer does a nice job of getting over there. Davis got caught. Nice play by the third baseman to snag it right down the line. Unfortunately, I didn't give you a view of that, so my fault. Apologize. Really bad on the camera work tonight.
Sauer reaches out the fielder's choice. First out is tagged out. Trying to advance. Brings up third baseman Dane Stelsel. Krieger on deck.
5-2 to 6-1. Stelsel takes a swing at that first one. He had the first RBI of the game on his single that he hit in that first inning. Runner again at second base. Here's the pitch by Kane. A little bit low. 1-1 is the count. With only one out here in the bottom of the third inning, the Warriors with a 2-0 lead. Stelso fouls that one. He knows that was a hanging curveball there that he could have really drilled over to right. Step into that one. That would have also been a good double for Stelso to score the run. One and two is the count now to Dane Stelso, a senior playing over at third base. One down for the Warriors. Kane, the pitcher. Fires good hit there in the gap for Stelso. Sauer was on the jump, so he's going to score on that one easily. Bobbled out and left. Good job there. 2 RBIs now for Stelso.
Also picks up another RBI with his second hit. Brings up first baseman Krieger. Poker on that.
Second single of the game for Dane Stelso. I forgot to hit the button again, so I think I'll just leave it sit here for a little bit until I can get focused here. 3-0 for the Warriors. Stelso dives back in. Kane throws it over. Fifth hit so far here already for the Warriors. On the outside edge to Jake Krieger. That's going to be a little bit low. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch by Kane. Stelso over at first. Swing and a miss, and that's going to allow Stelso to get over to second. Yeah. Stelso gets over to second base. 1-2 is the count. Here to the freshman, Jake Krieger. Hits that one over to the first baseman side. Stelzer's going to grab that one to get the out by himself. Allows the runner to advance, so Warrior at third base. That's Dane Stelso. Brings up Blake Kolker. Kolker had the single in the second inning and also scored a run with some good heads-up base running. Here's the pitch. Outside. Good eye there by Blake. 1-0. Dominic Kane here with the pitch for the Knights. Inside. Good cut there by Kolker over the top. Makes it 1-1. With 2 down here for the Warriors. Up 3-0 so far. 1 run per inning. But they got a runner sitting out there and Dane Stelso at third base. An opportunity here to score his second run in this inning for the Warriors. Here's the pitch to Kolker. Sits back on it. Fouls it off to the right-hand side. 1-2. Dominic Kane with a delivery here for the Knights. Breaking ball. 2-2, just a little bit high. Deuces are wild up on that scoreboard again. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dominic Kane from the stretch. Ready to deliver to Blake Kolker for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, fights it off, shoots it over to second baseman. Does a nice job there. Is Coles to field it, gets it over to Stelzer, and gets the out for the Knights. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on for the Warriors. Brings the score to 3-0 after 3 complete You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream on YouTube. We'll be back here at the Gus in Wapon for the top of the fourth inning for the Oshkosh Knights. Yeah. 3-1 is the count here for Evan Sauer. Hit over to the right side. That's going to be foul. Brings it to a full count here. For Eli Humiston. Fouls that one off. Here's the next pitch coming in. Just outside, and Humiston's going to reach on the base on balls for the second time. Brings up the catcher for the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights, number 22, Marshall Cook. Grounded out to the third baseman, to Dane Stelsel. Fires it back over. First pitch comes in there for a ball. Warriors with a 3-0 lead. Humiston over there at first base. He's got a hop, a really strange hop that he's taken there when he's taking his lead over there. So catch him leaning. Evan might be able to pick him off, or he might even be able to get a throw down here. Really a strange secondary lead. Hit over to the right side. Grab that one. That should be a double play. Coker picks it up, fires it over to first. Gets him on the double play. The non-traditional. Flies out to the right fielder for the first out, and the second out is going to be 9-3. Brings up the first baseman, number 24, Hunter Stelzer. Good play there by Coker. Freshman to freshman on that right side. That whole right side is freshman. With Richter over there at second. Yep, easiest double play he's going to get. Blows that one right past him. 1-1 with 2 down here for Evan. Again, Evan's been really efficient. Continuing to throw strikes, trusting his defense, letting him try to hit the ball. That comes a little bit high. 2-1. Here comes the pitch by Evan Sauer. Delivered, nice breaking ball. Pops off to the side. Stelso should have taken that one, but Ferris gets a nice pick there. Good communication for the Warriors. And Ferris picks that up, fires it over, gets the third out. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left. There's the Waupun Warriors with 3-0 lead over the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights. Sauer with 53 pitches through 4 innings. Super solid outing for Evan, and he can continue on there. He's got about 30 pitches left. 20 pitches left.
22 probably, so yeah.
Might be able to get him 2 innings potentially out of here, which would really do a nice job here for the Warriors if they could get him into that 6th. After 3.5, the Waupun Warriors with a 3-0 lead. We'll be back here for the Warriors in the bottom of the 4th. Good hit there by number 5. Popped up into the air. The shortstop's going to get it for Brian Ferris.
First out brings up second baseman Landon Richter.
Had good contact on it, just didn't get as much on it as he thought he would have. Brings up Landon Richter. Second baseman here for the Waupun Warriors. A little bit high. 1-0 is the count. Here's the next pitch in here from Dominic Kane. On the outside, must have been just a little bit low. 2-0 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Kane, firing. Good hit. That should pop in there to center field. Nice job there by Landon Richter to get his first hit of the game.
Richter reaches on the 1-0 hit, brings up catcher Hunter Camp. Top of the order, Holtz on deck.
Puts a runner on bases for the Waupun Warriors. Brings up number 4, Hunter Camp, the catcher for the Warriors. Struck out swinging the last time in the second inning. There's a chance for him to get his first hit. Richter with a good lead over there. Pops back. Plenty of room there. That was a nice read there by Richter to get back at the base. Only one down. Warriors up 3-0. Entices them a little bit more. Takes another half step. Secondary. Fouls that one off for Kemp. Oh, 1 is the count with him 1 out. I think I was looking at that before. Kane has only got 1 strikeout. He's also only got 1 walk. Warriors with 6 hits so far in this game. Fires that one over to this between the short as he pulled that short stop over on the stolen base attempt. Good job there. Kemp matches on the base hit, so he's got his first hit of the game. Trying to see here who's got to get a hit yet for the Warriors. Jake Krieger's still got to get a hit. And Mason Holtz needs to get a hit, and Conrad Davis needs to get a hit. So Be nice if all the Warriors could get a hit. That talking about Mason Holtz. Here he's up. Here's a chance with 2 runs. Holtz hits one over to the second baseman. Going to try and twing the double. Holtz tries to get down the line. Does quickly. Moves the runner over to third. Ends up with a fielder's choice. Still doesn't get his first hit. Runners at the corners here with 2 outs. Brings up Conrad Davis. Davis with a walk and a ground out to the pitcher. I would expect Holtz to get going right away almost on this. Breaking ball in there to Davis. He started those lefties every single time with that breaking ball that I've seen. 0-1 is the count. Here in the 4th inning, the Warriors up 3-0. Dominic Kane ready to pitch. Holtz takes off on the outside. 1-1 is the count. Stolen base for Mason. Runners now with 2 in scoring position. Be nice to see if Conrad could really poke one in there, that right center gap. Although the center fielder's got him played a little bit that direction. A little bit high. 2-1. Richter over at third base. Mason Holtz sitting at second base here for the Warriors, up 3-0. Here's the pitch. And the ball makes it 3-1. Perfect pitch here for Conrad Davis to see if he can get something on it. Dominic Kane ready to deliver. Fires. High and walks Conrad Davis. And that's going to bring up Evan Sauer with a chance. Really help himself out here with a base hit. Two down, up now for the Warriors. Pitcher Evan Sauer. Just a sophomore here for the Warriors. Leads him off there with a high pitch. Sauer with a triple in the first inning. Fielder's choice in the third. Inside for a strike. It's a good fastball there. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Little bit high. Puts it off. First baseman's going to, misplays it. I don't know what happened there. He was there. Let it go. Oh, he did. I did not see that. Well, there you go. Runs scored for the Warriors, so they've scored every inning so far. Still 2 runners out there for Evan, though. Keeps the count at 1-1 since it was a balk. Here comes the pitch by Dominic Kane. Delivers outside, squirts away from the catcher Cook, but not far enough for the runners to score. Two and one is the count with 2 down. Nice to see Evan get a little bit of power into this one. Hit down, gets in the gap. That should score 1, maybe 2. They're going to hold him. Mason Holtz scores for the Warriors in their second run of the inning. Single there for Evan Sauer, so he's 2 for 3. Brings up Dane Stelsel. Stelsel 2 for 2. Dominic Kane ready to deliver here. Taken off. Good jump there by Evan Sauer. Runners at second and third. Opportunity here again for Dane Stelzel. He's got 2 RBIs so far. That one's on the outside, 0-2. Stelzel. Warriors up 5-0 here at the Gus. Non-conference action between the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights and the Waupun Warriors here. Gets past. Here's a chance. Runner's going to score. The pitcher didn't get there in time. Conrad Davis standing. Scores another run for the Warriors. Allows Evan Sauer to get over to third base. Poke anything through the hole here, and we're going to have another run. 4 runs in this inning would do wonders here for the Warriors. They're up 6-0 already here in the bottom of the 4th. Dominic Kane with a 1-2 count. Stelzel fouls that one off. Keeps it at 1-2 with 2 down. Here's the next pitch into Stelzel. Hits that one down third. Good job there. Dropped. He's got time. He's going to get there. And he's going to get on with an error. Scores the run.
Stelzel brings in a run, reaches on the air, brings up first baseman Krieger. Coker on that.
No matter how they get it in, they score 4 in this one. So good inning here for the Waupun Warriors offense. Brings up Jake Krieger. He's looking for his first hit. That's going to go over the top of the catcher, and you're going to get Stelzel going down to second. Be nice to see Jake get his hit here. And that just leaves Holtz to get one. Krieger skies that one up in the air. Catcher throws off the mask, goes after it, and the pitcher, and they both get out of the way. Ended up giving him second life. 1-1, it'll be the count to Jake Krieger. Should have had that as an out. They didn't talk to each other. All 3 players, the pitcher, the catcher, and the third baseman all came down the line. Had a chance for that one. To me, the pitcher really had a good angle on that one. I think he could have taken that one pretty easy. I don't know why they were leaving it up to the catcher. 1-1. Here's the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Stays up there high. 2-1 now to Jake. Oh for 2 so far on the night. Due for his base hit here. Low, 3-1. So here's the pitch that Jake wants to see if he can give this thing a rope. He shot him over to the right side this last both times. Fouls that one off to the right. Makes it a full count. That'll send Stelzel get moving. Yep, it would be nice. I hear you. Scotty Van Galen said, shoot this baby to right as you got your right fielder playing a little shallow. Fouls that one off. Good cut there by Jake. Kept the head down on it. Just went just a little bit underneath it. Back to it with full count. 2 outs. Stelzel over at second base. Should be breaking hard. Hard hit over there. Stelzel would have had gone. He might have had a chance to score. They're going to still send him. See if he can get in. Turn from third. In at the plate. He's toasted. Still gets his single, though, I would say. We give that to Krieger.
Krieger reaches on the base hit. Hunter thrown out at home, trying to score.
7-5-2 for the third out. Stelzel.
4 runs on 3 hits. 1 night error, they strand 1.
Good inning for the Waupun Warriors, though, to score 4. Stelso got just a little bit of a late start there, and then he ended up throwing out. I thought he would have been breaking as soon as that pitcher started moving. But Jay Krieger now with his base hit, still looking for it. It looks like Mason Holtz is looking for his base hit, and I think Conrad Davis is still looking for his base hit. So 2 Warriors still need to get hits coming up here when they get up in the 5th, if they get a chance to get up in the 5th. Waupun Warriors up 7-0 over the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights. Here from the Gus in Waupun after 4 complete, 7-0. And we'll be back here for the top of the 5th. Welcome back here to the Gus at the top of the 5th inning. Adam Arnoldson got it this time. Whew. Lefty. It does. Arnoldson. 2-0 is the count. Here in the top of the 5th. On the outside edge. Ooh, 3-0 is the count. Just a little bit high. Lights are coming on. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, 3-1. To the left fielder, Arnoldson. Wearing number 13. He's going to get the walk. Puts the leadoff runner on here for the Knights. Brings up number 4, Isaiah Humiston, the shortstop. Humiston hit into the double play. That'd be nice if he'd do the same thing here. One out. Nobody out. Ball 1. Evan struggling here right now to find that strike zone. Little bit high. 3-0 is the count. I'd expect to see Coach Stanky come out and talk to Evan if he ends up with a 4 walk here on the outside edge. 3-1 to Humiston. Hit over to the right side again. Here's that same double play. Over to the right fielder. Throws it over to first. Safe. Just missed it there, but a good job there again. Humiston flies out to the right fielder for the first out. Runner has to get back in there. See if we can do a little bit of camera action since I took the time to get this set up. So let's see what we've got over here. Strike in there to Michael Roberts. Roberts struck out swinging. Nice pitch there. Pulled the string a little bit on that one by Evan. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Fouls that one off. Here's a chance. Just goes to first to get the out. Good smart play there. No need to try and flip that double play. Sauer hopped off the mound there quick to get that 2nd out. Runner advances over to second base. Brings up number 11, the 2nd baseman, Isaac Coles. First pitch there by Evan for a strike. Fouls that one off. 0-2. Evan again ahead of him. Coles had flew out to the pitcher. Ooh, just a little bit high. 1-2 with 2 outs. I'm guessing this will probably do it for Evan because I think this will put him at right about 67 pitches. I think I've got him at. Nice pitch there. Gets the strikeout. That'll be, I believe that's his 68th pitch. Gets the strikeout. No runs. No hits. 1 left over at second base.
17 pitches for Sauer, 70 through 5.
70 through 5 for Sauer. I think that'll do it. I don't think he's going to have him come out here and throw those next 5 coming here at the top of the 6th, but who knows? We'll see. Waupun Warriors with a 7-0 lead over the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights here in non-conference action from the Gus. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Let's see if I can do a little bit better action with the cameras in this next inning. We'll be back here from the Gus. Up here for the Waupun Warriors, leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning, number 34, Blake Coker. Hits that one over to the shortstop. Picks that up, fields it, fires it. Ooh, Coker came down the line pretty quick there. It was pretty close, but they get the out. His new pitcher for Oshkosh Lourdes is number 21, Eli Humiston. And that throw there was by Dominic Kane, who moved over to short, so they just shifted a little bit. Pops that one up as Ferris reaching, going for second pitch, second out, flying out to the pitcher. Brings up number 1, the second baseman for the Warriors, Landon Richter. Breaking ball, little bit high. Got good movement on it, but left it hanging there. Right down the middle. That's going to be popped over to right fielder. He's going to call it off, and he's going to get the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Waupun Warriors, and they go down 7-0 after 5 here from the Gus. 4 pitches. That's pretty efficient there for Humiston. Bringing in here for the Waupun Warriors. See who's going to be doing some pitching here. They'll see if they're going to leave. Looks like they move Evan over to second, or over to shortstop. So Conrad Davis is going to come in from left field. And that's going to move Ferris out to left. So Davis is going to come in here and see if he can finish this thing here for the Warriors. Oh, Cunningham is out at right instead of Coker. We'll be back here for the top of the 6th. Waupun Warriors up 7-0. Back here for the top of the 6th inning. Conrad Davis warming up here for the Waupun Warriors. Lefty coming in relief of Evan Sauer. Sauer had a good, efficient game here. 1 hit only given up in his 70 pitches. Of those 70 pitches, 39 of those first pitches were for strikes. 4 groundouts and 5 flyouts there. First pitch strikes, 10 out of 17 batters he faced. So good job there by Evan Sauer this evening with a 7-0 lead. He's exiting. Brings up Josiah Lehman. First pitch there by Conrad Davis on the outside for a ball. Nice pitch there by Davis. 1-1 is the count. I'm going to focus this time on, instead of doing as much of the scoring, I'm just going to make sure I focus a little bit here on some camera action instead. That one's going to be in the dirt. 2-1 to Davis. First time I saw Conrad pitch was when he was a freshman and he was playing some Legion ball. Came in and did a fantastic job for the Waupun Warriors, who made it all the way to nationals that year, winning the state tournament. 3-1 is the count here for Davis. On the outside, ends up giving up the walk to Lehman. So leadoff runner is on here. Davis now from the stretch. Lefty. Fires it over. Krieger puts the tag on. Infield setup here for the Warriors. Coming back. Conrad ready to deal. Fires right down the outside edge for a strike. Good pitch there by Conrad. Dominic Kane, 0 for 2 so far on the night. Flew out to the shortstop and flew out to center field. Hit the ball pretty well to that center field, but Mason Holtz all over it. Here's the next pitch. Breaker did not break. Stays on the outside. Conrad 1-1. Got to just trust your defense here, Conrad. Throw some strikes. Let them play. Here's the pitch. Outside edge, 1-2. Nobody out. Runner over at first for the Knights. Finally have a center field that's not shaking like crazy because of the wind. Way outside. Makes the count 2-2. It's been a struggle from whenever I've seen Conrad come on the mound. It's got him picked off over here. Has a chance, throws it. Nice job there by Krieger to get it over to Evan Sauer, covering to get the throwdown and getting the out. Nice pickoff play there by Conrad. Beautiful read for Conrad Davis. A nice tag out there for the Warriors. 2-2 is the count now with one out. Gives Davis a chance to go back from the windup. Outside. Full count to Dominic Kane, who is the starting pitcher for the Knights. On the outside edge. Asked him if he offered. Nope, I guess not. I thought he was going to check down there. Walk for Kane. Brings up the new pitcher here for the Knights. Number 21, Eli Humiston. Davis just does not look comfortable trying to find that strike zone. He likes to nibble on that outside edge, but he's way outside. One and 0 is the count now here for Davis. That's better. Comes right back inside this time. Brings it 1-1. Dominic Kane over at first base. Ooh, has a good healthy lead, especially for the lefty on the mound. Fires right down there. Ooh, he had a chance. Camp had him. Good pitch, 1-2. Stolen base for Camp. I thought he had him. I actually thought with that lead that I thought that Conrad might even throw over to first. Now you have a runner over at second. Conrad from the stretch, ready to deliver. On the outside, 2-2. Not a bad pitch here, whether you got a 1-2 count. Humiston with 2 walks, so he's not gonna be swinging that much up there. So hopefully Conrad has a chance here. Take it off. Camp has it, fires down, gets him safe at third. Full count. And now the Knights have a runner in scoring position at third base with only 1 out. Full count coming here. Here's the pitch by Davis. Outside edge, gets the strikeout looking. That's what he needed for the second out. Good job there by Conrad Davis on that pitch right on the outside edge to get that strikeout. That one's hanging a little bit. 1-0. Going to come out and have a conversation with Davis. I think maybe he's seeing some stuff where, again, he's fallen a little bit off the mound and seeing if he can help correct that. 1-0. Catcher up to bat for the Knights. I thought the same thing, too, that he might have him do that, but he's asked him probably if he was more comfortable from that stretch. So see what happens here. Stays a little bit outside. 2-0 is the count. Just staying outside. He's just, yep. 3-0 is the count. Here for Conrad Davis with 2 down. That's on the outside edge. 3-1. So far, the Warriors have only given up 1 hit. Another one right there makes it a full count. Here's the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. Oh, walks him. Runners now at first and third for the Knights. Brings up Hunter Stelzer. Walked and grounded out to the shortstop. Right down the middle. That's hit hard in the gap. Unless he can get on it, that is going to be at least one. There's going to be 2 runs scoring. Holtz gets on it, fires it into the cutoff, and there's going to be 2 runs that are going to score for the Knights. On the double, Stelzer hammered that ball. A good hit there. Arnoldson up now. 2 outs, runner at second base. Good hard hit again there in that by Stelzer to score 2. Brings it 7-2. That's going to be popped up in the air. Calling for it is the right fielder. Ethan Cunningham, he's going to make the play, but not before they score 2 runs on that one hit. 7-2 is your score here after 5.5 complete. 25 pitches for Conrad Davis in that inning. And it ended up hurting himself quite a bit there. Ended up only giving up, though, that 1 hit. So 2 hits so far for Oshkosh as they score. The Lourdes Academy Knights, they score 2 runs in that inning. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 6th. The Waupun Warriors with a 7-2 lead over the Knights from Lourdes. Welcome back here to the Gus as the Waupun Warriors are coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. That one spiked right into the ground in front of the catcher. To Hunter Camp. He's the catcher for the Waupun Warriors. Leading us off here. That'll bring up Mason Holtz and then Conrad Davis. Your hitters here for the Warriors in the 6th inning. Holtz and Davis are the only 2 that need to get hits yet in this game. Nice hit there on the ground. Good field there by Kane. Plenty of time to get the out. Good read. Here's a chance now for Mason Holtz to see if he can get his hit in this game. He's 0 for 3. And that'll bring up Conrad Davis next. 1 out here. Here comes the pitch to Mason. A little bit low for a ball. Big gap there in right center for Mason to poke one through. Goes off the end, puts it over, flares it over towards. Nice job there by the shortstop. Really athletic. It's Kane.
Holtz spots the short for the second out. Brings up pitcher Conrad Davis.
Brings up Conrad Davis. So I don't think Mason's going to get a chance to get back up, and I think he's going to be one of, so far, of 2 Warriors that did not get a hit in this game. So it's looking at the spiked in the dirt. Wapon with 10 hits so far in this game. Here comes the next pitch. Conrad also looking for a hit. At 2 walks. Ground out to the pitcher in the first. That's a little bit high. 3-0 is the count. Warriors with a 5-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Up 7-2. On the outside, and Davis is going to get another walk to put a runner on for the Warriors. Brings up Evan Sauer. He was the starting pitcher, went 70 pitches, only gave up 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. Low. 1-0 is the count. Davis over at first base. Takes a nice little secondary lead there. Inside for a strike. 1-1 is the count to Evan. From the stretch. Ooh. Strike 2 to Evan Sauer. With 2 down, 1-2. Conrad Davis. That one is hit hard. Gets to the fence. That allows Davis to get to score. Sauer all the way over to second on a hard hit. Yeah. Normally that has been out because of the wind here, but not today. Not enough wind. So Sauer with a good double. I think that gives him a... Whoa. Oh, my. I had my head down. I didn't even see what happened there. So, well, they score 1 run on that. You guys probably saw more than I did because I had the camera there and I had my head down to with the scorebook there. I was looking and I saw Evan had a single, a double, and a triple. Yep, it looks like coming on the mound is going to be the freshman Jake Krieger.
13 pitches for Humiston, 17 total.
So number 10, Braden Larson will be coming in at first base for the Warriors. Jake Krieger is going to come in and try and finish this. We'll be back here for the top of the 7th. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. We get ready for the top of the 7th. New pitcher for the Waupun Warriors is going to be Jake Krieger. That brings in Larson to come over at first base. Cunningham came in before over at right field, and now over in left field is Wilcom for the Warriors. And you got Brady White is over at second base. Hit on the ground. Skips. Stelso Fields fires. Good job there for the Warriors to get the out. To Isaiah Humiston. Once again, I had the wrong camera view for you to see that. A nice play as Stain Stelso came up the line, fielded it, fired it over to first to get the out. Over to the shortstop, fields it. Sauer fires in time, gets it over to Larson, big time. Hop over there. Good job here by Krieger to just come in and throw strikes. As Michael Roberts goes down 6-3. Brings up number 11, Isaac Coles. Yeah, nice pitch there for a strike. Freshman doing a good job here for the Warriors tonight. Inside, 1-1 with 2 down. Braden Larson is only a sophomore. Brady White also a sophomore coming in at second base. So again, youth here for the Waupun Warriors. Right down the middle. Makes it 2-2 with 2 outs, so deuces are wild up on the scoreboard. 8-2 here for the Waupun Warriors. Larson looking to finish it. Here's the pitch. On the outside, knocked down there. He says that he offered. Nope. Full count. 3-2. Here's the pitch coming here from Krieger. Breaking ball right on the inside. Nice job there by Jake Krieger to finish this out with a K. Looking for the Waupun Warriors. No runs on no hits, no errors. 2 hits only given up in this game for the Waupun Warriors as they win this game 8-2. No errors for the Warriors. Good job there by Krieger to come in and throw only 9 pitches. Warriors go through 3 pitchers tonight. Evan Sauer, Conrad Davis, and A Krieger. A total of 2 hits on 2 runs, 5 strikeouts, and 7 walks, where the Knights of Oshkosh Lourdes gave up 11 hits, 8 runs, 1 strikeout only, and 3 walks. And the Waupun Warriors are going to come out of here with a victory again tonight, 8-2. I believe that's going to move them to a 9-6 record. I'll have to double check that, but I believe that's going to be what the record is here for the Waupun Warriors. That means that on Tuesday, that's tomorrow, we'll be back here with a broadcast. I believe that we're going to have the call with Steve Winterhack here, so that'll be nice to have him up here so that I can really concentrate on just doing the cameras and not worry about the book or making the call and give you a better show than I put on tonight. And then Warriors will be at Plymouth on Thursday, so 3 games in this week for the Waupun Warriors. You've been listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Livestream. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. We'll be back again here tomorrow night, and we'll be on RadioPlusInfo.com with the call from Steve Winterhack on the radio. Thanks again for listening and watching. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Take care.